guys, it's Jane. So, Wang Yibo, what's been going on there? Let me see if I can fill you in. Before I do, you'll notice the setup's a little different. We're still not back to my normal setup, and I'm sorry, the sun is not my friend today, and the light is coming in and out, and that's what we have to work on, so that's what we're going with. Anyway, thank you, Misha. Obviously, the shaky phone cam has been sufficiently annoying that a friend of mine sent me a tripod in the mail unexpectedly. That was exciting. Yeah, so this is what we've got, and we're pushing on. Instagram this week had a number of Wang Yibo moments going on. The guide from Top Touring in Norway, who filmed the Helly Hansen commercials at the very beginning of last year, did a post on his own Instagram talking about the experience and put up the Helly Hansen skiing commercial footage that came out October last year, I think it was put out. Anyway, he had it wasn't a hugely long post, but there was a number of cute things about Yibo in there. So I'll put the link below. If you haven't seen it, you can go and check it out. The other thing is that Yibo was active on Instagram this week. He followed a couple of people, the creative director from Lacoste, and also a climber. His name is alexhonnold, and apparently any climbing kind of person knows who this is. And if you've been watching the news this week, you may also know who it is, because it's the person that did the climb on Taipei 101, the big tower, and without any ropes or grapples or anything, just free climbed right to the top. And that man is insane. He was the subject of Jimmy Chin's Oscar-winning documentary called Free Solo, and his Wikipedia page is terrifying. But anyway, Yibo followed him on Instagram, so that's reassuring. The third person that he followed this week was a multidisciplinary creative who does videography and a whole bunch of other things, and his handle is Ciesay. They are now mutuals, so clearly something is going on with that, and I have no idea what, but that's very interesting. There's a rumor that Exploring the Unknown 3 is in preparation at the moment, so who knows, it might be associated with that. I really hope that when I fix this video, you can actually see me, because when I'm looking at the monitor, I'm going in and out of the dark, and that is not super encouraging, but I'm going to push on anyway. On YouTube, a couple of things to mention on YouTube. Not big news for anybody else, but for me, Hunan TV, that's the one we care about. Hunan TV blocked a couple of my videos on music bits and pieces. So they're obviously, started tightening some screws. It was stuff from their TV shows. Like, I've got no complaints. It's just a thing that happened. The other thing on YouTube to be mentioned is that all of the episodes of Exploring the Unknown 2 are now up with fan translations, and I'll put some links below if you've been holding off, now is the time. You can go and watch all of it. I would encourage you, if you want to do it sooner rather than later, because presumably they also will be gone at some point. So, brand stuff. The big brand story for the week, which I haven't gone on Weibo yet today, but I will do shortly after making this film, and I'm expecting to find the launch of a new brand, because there's been like teasers for the last 3 days for a new brand, Flyco. When I first heard the news, I went and looked at their Weibo page, and the first thing on the top of it was an electric razor, and I thought, oh God, he's dropped use and he's picked up like an alternative straight away. But in fact, all of the teasers have been about hair dryers, so it's the same general vicinity of product. But anyway, Flyco is the new endorsement, which I assume was announced today, because that's what we had a 3-day and then a 2-day and then a one day countdown yesterday. So yes, Flyco. Just super quickly, there's been a bunch of brands brought out new materials. I'm going to put a little bit of one of the White Elephant food ads on the end of this video today because it was super cute. But apart from them, there was a beautiful photo from Pechoin that Vogue put out with Yibo with a horse. For the year of the horse coming up. It's super obvious, and yet they are the first people, as far as I can tell, who've done it. So well done, Pechoin. Francie had a bunch of little bits of video with Yibo choosing cookies out of a big cookie tin, which they're shilling for as a gift for New Year's. SKG had a new ad. Yaya have put out a bunch of gorgeous looking video of Yibo modeling their coats. So I was suspecting that Yaya had been a bit quiet and maybe Yaya were going, but they're not going anywhere. And Anta have put out quite a few new photos of Yibo in their gear. So some gorgeous things from Anta. Seacar, Adolf, Bananarin, Chunjin, Red Bull, Super X and Jeans West have all also done things this week. So it's been a big brand week, but not a lot of substance, just a lot of shilling. My kids are back at school tomorrow, so I'm hoping that next week I'm going to be back to making a proper video. Cross your fingers with me that there will be something a bit more substantial to talk about next week. As I said, we're going to go out with a little bit of the White Elephant Foods ad, and I hope you all stay safe, stay cool if you're down in Australia with me, and warm if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, and have a wonderful Wang Yibo Wednesday.
今年大家的心愿好多啊，有人想多陪陪家人。一碗汤好喝，愿你每一次安排都不泡汤。